In the Sunshine State, where retirees flock for peace and tourists chase cocktails on the beach, one relationship spiraled into the kind of nightmare that sounds more like a bad Netflix thriller than real life. Meet Amanda Reyes, a 32-year-old self-proclaimed influencer with a champagne taste and a beer budget. She had one goal in life: latch onto a man who could fund her dream lifestyle of poolside selfies, designer handbags, and endless brunches. Unfortunately for millionaire property investor Chad Wellington, he checked all her boxes, except the one where he let her freeload forever. Chad was wealthy, successful, and generous, but he wasn't stupid. For nearly a year, he covered Amanda's bills, bought her gifts, and even let her move into his luxury condo in Miami. But when the subject of rent came up, specifically Amanda actually paying any, things took a dark turn. Chad had apparently told friends he was getting tired of Amanda's princess attitude, and he hinted he might kick her out if she didn't start contributing. That didn't sit well with someone who thought adulting meant ordering DoorDash instead of Uber Eats. On a steamy July night, neighbors reported hearing shouting from Chad's condo. According to one neighbor, it was the usual "you don't appreciate me" rant, followed by a chilling silence. No one thought much of it. After all, Miami condos are basically glass towers of drama. But days later, an unbearable smell began seeping through the hallway vents. That's when management called police, and what officers discovered inside was pure horror. Chad Wellington was found dead on his own living room floor, his body rotting for 5 days in the sweltering Florida heat. His once pristine condo now smelled like a crime scene from hell. Amanda? She was nowhere to be found, at least not at first. Detectives traced her to a dingy motel 2 towns over, where she had checked in under the name Angelica Rivera and spent Chad's credit card on takeout, cheap wine, and a brand new set of hair extensions. When police finally arrested her, Amanda acted shocked, like she was the victim of some misunderstanding. She allegedly told officers, "He was going to evict me. I deserved that apartment. I made it my home." Not exactly the kind of statement that screams innocence. Investigators pieced together that Amanda had poisoned Chad's drink during their argument, using a stash of prescription pills she'd stolen from his medicine cabinet. The fight over rent was the final spark. Instead of packing her bags like a normal person, she decided if she couldn't have the condo rent-free, no one could. Her plan? Kill Chad, keep living there, and hope nobody noticed. Except, of course, decomposing bodies have a way of making their presence known. The trial became a media circus. Prosecutors painted Amanda as a greedy manipulator who saw Chad as her personal ATM machine. They even uncovered text messages to her friends bragging, "I don't pay rent. Rich men do that for me." The defense, meanwhile, tried to spin a tale of a toxic relationship, claiming Amanda snapped under emotional stress. But the jury wasn't buying it. When they heard about her motel getaway spree, complete with Instagram selfies captioned "New Beginnings," the case was sealed. Amanda was convicted of second-degree murder and sentenced to life in prison. She reportedly still insists she's the victim of unfair expectations, as if paying rent is some wild concept cooked up by society to ruin her vibe. The story of Amanda Reyes and Chad Wellington serves as a grim reminder that greed, entitlement, and laziness can boil into something deadly. Instead of facing reality, Amanda chose violence, and in the process destroyed a man who had given her everything. Neighbors in Chad's building still talk about the stench that haunted the hallways that week. One even said they'll never forget how maintenance workers had to replace the entire carpeted hallway because the smell clung to it. The tragedy became one of Florida's most infamous cautionary tales. Love can be blind, but in some cases it's also lethal. In the end, Amanda didn't get the luxury lifestyle she craved. No penthouse views, no Instagrammable brunches, just a prison cell, 3 meals on a tray, and plenty of time to think about how rent might have been cheaper than a lifetime behind bars.